Once, in a grand city where kings ruled and merchants thrived, there was a man whose presence was unlike any other. He did not carry weapons, nor did he command armies, yet his words could move mountains and calm even the most restless hearts. He was the Buddha, a teacher of peace, and wherever he walked, people gathered, drawn to his wisdom like rivers flowing to the sea. But not everyone welcomed him. Among them was Devadatta, a man who once walked alongside the Buddha but was now consumed by jealousy. He watched as people left their old ways to follow the Great One, and bitterness took root in his heart. Why should they listen to him? Why not me? Devadatta's envy turned into hatred, and in his desire for power, he devised a wicked plan. In the royal stables stood Nalagiri, the fiercest elephant in the kingdom. He was enormous, his tusks like sharpened swords, his strength unmatched. Even the bravest mahouts feared him, for once enraged, he became a force of pure destruction. Devadatta knew this, and so, with cunning words, he whispered into the king's ear, convincing him to release Nalagiri into the streets at the very moment when the Buddha would be walking through. But Devadatta did not stop there. To make sure the beast would attack, he ordered the elephant to be given strong liquor, intoxicating his mind and filling him with blind fury. Nalagiri's eyes burned red. He roared, slamming his feet against the ground, shaking the earth beneath him. Then the gates were opened. A deafening trumpet echoed through the city. Nalagiri charged forward, his mighty feet pounding the streets, crushing anything in his path. People screamed. Vendors abandoned their stalls, spilling fruits and grains across the ground. Doors slammed shut, mothers clutched their children, and the city was thrown into chaos. Yet one man did not run. The Buddha walked slowly, calmly, as if the storm before him did not exist. The crowd watched in horror. "Run, Great One. The beast will crush you," they cried. But the Buddha did not move. He stood still, his gaze serene, as the mad elephant thundered toward him. The ground shook. The air trembled. The great beast roared, tusks gleaming in the sunlight. And just as Nalagiri was about to strike, the Buddha raised his hand. Not in defense, not in fear, but in kindness. His eyes, deep as the ocean, held no anger, no resistance, only pure, boundless compassion. And in that instant, something changed. The fire in Nalagiri's eyes flickered. His steps slowed. His rage melted like snow beneath the sun. His massive ears drooped. His trunk lowered. And then, to the astonishment of all, he knelt. The same beast that had moments ago been wild with fury now bowed his great head before the Buddha. Not by force, not by fear, but by love. The entire city fell silent. Devadatta, watching from a distance, clenched his fists. His perfect plan had crumbled, not by battle, not by struggle, but by something far greater than power, wisdom. The Buddha stepped forward and gently placed his hand on Nalagiri's forehead. The great elephant let out a deep sigh, as if years of pain and anger had vanished in a single moment. Then the Buddha spoke softly. "Hatred does not cease by hatred. Hatred ceases by love." And that moment, the world understood. True strength is not in power or fear, but in peace, in kindness, in a heart that seeks no harm. Anger is like fire, it grows when fed, but it dies when met with calm. The Buddha did not resist Nalagiri's rage. He did not fight it. He transformed it. Even the wildest heart can be softened, not with force, but with love and understanding. And perhaps that is the greatest power of all. If this story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe for more wisdom-filled tales.